Hello and welcome back to Logic Language Learning. This is the third video in which we look at the was, were, used to imperfect tense. Okay, I strongly recommend you look at the first two. This is more of an exercises video where we're looking at forming the tense with lots of examples, and we're also looking at how we use it in conjunction with, together with, a normal past. Okay, so by all means come and join us if you think you pretty much understand the tense. If you've not yet learnt it, go and have a look at the other videos. So what we're looking at today is basically the idea of how this tense fits together with other tenses. Now, in English, we use words which sound like the action tense in French, but are actually going to be the wishy-washy tense. So an idea I really want you to think of is to forget English. Stop always listening for was or were or used to. I mean, if you hear was, you hear were, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to need the imperfect. But there are many times in English where we don't say was, we don't say were, we don't say used to, but we're still actually in the imperfect. Okay, so for example, I knew. Okay, my verb is savoir. Yeah, savoir. Yeah, to be savvy. Savoir. So come on then, so using the I on E-A method, savoir. S-A-V-O-I-R. Is it, look at it, is it an A verb or a soft hard verb? It's clearly a soft hard verb. So to pop it in the was, I used to know, I was knowing, savait, I'm going to find the hard. Good, so we either add the A on the end of the core, mange, danse, touche, or on the end of the hard, save, okay, prouve, have. So, if in English you heard, I knew she was pregnant, okay, I knew she was pregnant, then you might go, right, I spoke is bom bom bom, I have spoken, j'ai parlé. I went, bom bom bom, je suis allé. I spoke, I went. This makes you want to use three words, okay, with the be or have in the middle, with the auxiliary. I knew isn't actually most of the time in French going to be boum boum boum, j'ai su, su, you know, the 1, 2, 3 tense in French for have, for know. So ideas and thoughts and feelings tend to be in this wishy-washy tense in French, because think about it, did you know? Or were you in a state of knowing? So I knew, je savais, okay? So let's say I knew you were pregnant. Okay, so you were, verb to be. Now, this is another thing we need to be careful of when we're looking at how we use the tense. You're going to hear these words was and were all the time. But the point is, sometimes you will translate them and sometimes you won't. So if they are just about the verb to be, use them. You know, I was happy. J'étais content. We're taking être, hard, était content. I was smoking, bad habit, I don't smoke, but the verb is fumer, fumer, F-U-M-E-R, fumer. Top lip, posh lady lip. Now, I was smoking, pause. Which tense is I was smoking? It's the was tense. How many verbs does the was tense have? 1. Okay, so you don't need to translate j'étais, I was, and then something to do with smoking. Okay? If you have I was and the verb is to be, I am happy, I was happy, I am here, I was there, then you use the verb to be. If you do not have the verb to be is an auxiliary, that means a verb which we add to the main verb. In English we don't need it, guys. So he was playing, I don't need was. I have il jouait. She was dancing, I don't need was. Elle dansait. Okay? He was with us, it's about the verb to be. Okay, if it were in the present tense, it would have the verb to be. He is with us. So he was with us. What's the verb to be? Être. So is this going to be core plus A or hard plus A? Être is hard plus A. Il était avec nous. Good. So let's do some examples then. yesterday, and I'm going to give you the vocabulary for this, and I'm going to assume that we've got some vocabulary anyway. I will give it you all underneath, but obviously if this is brand new to you and you have very little French vocabulary, then by all means use this as a vocabulary exercise, but I expect you're going to know some of these words. These are the kind of words which would come up in an exam. So yesterday, I was going to Paris. So we've got our was, so straight away we know if it's was, we're in our imperfect, okay? Think about it like this. Wishy-washy was is kind of a line, I was going, okay? I haven't finished telling you about the action. I went, all done and dusted, single line, finished, perfect, okay? So I was going, what's the verb to go? Aller. As strange as it is in other tenses, aller, it's an a verb, so I can use it. I was going. How many verbs in the was tense? One. J'allais. It begins with an open mouth, so I add it to my J apostrophe. So I was going, j'allais à Paris. Okay? We were late. So we were late. Now this verb were, is this attached to another verb? Am I hearing we were something ing? No, it's just the verb to be. We are late, we were late. So verb to be, être, is it going to be corps plus a or hard plus a? Être, nous étions, oui, nous étions, on était en retard, okay? Because there was a problem with the train. Now, because, parce que. There is our little expression, il y a, it, there has, il y a, there is, there are. Which verb does a come from, guys? Avoir. So I need you to pop avoir in the was tense. So avoir, is it going to be hard plus a, or ion or ea, I have to stress, or corps plus a? Avoir is soft and hard. So avait, il y avait un problème, masculine. Men cause problems, women find solutions, I'm always told. Il y avait un problème with the train, masculine train, avec le train. Okay? Therefore, donc, we took a second train. We took action. We took arrow. We could list it. We took the train. We arrived at Montparnasse, station in Paris. We bought a steak in the restaurant. I always have a steak in Paris. So we can't list these things. We can list these things rather. So we took, bum, bum, bum. Yeah? Person, hard, auxiliary, ending. So verb to take, prendre. Check out the video for prendre. We had do something weird in the present tense. We took, nous avons pris. Yeah? Nous avons pris. Nous avons pris a second train, un deuxième train. Okay? For second, third, fourth, we add em to the end of the word. Okay? There will be a video on that. So nous avons pris un deuxième train. Okay? We took the train from, let's say, Besançon, which is a city, beautiful city in the east of France, to Paris. So we took the train. Now, we took the train again, bum, bum, bum. Nous avons pris. Yeah? Nous avons pris, or on a pris. Three words. Le train de Besançon à Paris. When we were taking the train, when we were taking the train, we saw a friend. Okay, when we were doing this, we saw this. So if I just used bom, 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 if I used we took the train, we saw a friend, we arrived in Paris, this sounds like a list of actions. One comes after the other. Your wishy-washy allows you to do other actions over the top of it. We were taking the train when we had a drink. We were taking the train when we were taking the train. We saw somebody. It's at the same time, okay? I was speaking to my friend Daniel when my friend Lana rang. I was talking to Lana when Daniel rang. Action, okay? So this is going to be one verb, this is going to be two verbs. Good. So we were taking. So what's my verb to take? Prendre. Okay? What's my hard letter, my hard sound, pardon me, with prendre?